Welcome to my journey through the Bible. This will be a summary of Joshua 9, verses 1 through 27. And all the kings had gathered together on this side of the Jordan to make war against Joshua and Israel. But the men from Gibeon had heard about how they had overtook the city of Jericho and the city of Ai, and they came up with their own plan. So they put on old clothes and old shoes. They grabbed moldy bread. They grabbed a wine bag that was old and that had been ripped. And then they walked out to the camp of Israel. When they made it to the camp of Israel, they asked to speak to the elders. So Joshua and the elders had talked to these men and said, "Where have you came from?" And the men said, "We have came from a land far away. When we started off, our clothes and our shoes were new, and now our clothes and our shoes are old. Our bread was fresh, and now our bread is moldy. Our wine was new, but now the wine is old, and the wine bag has ripped. We have heard of how God has saved you out of Egypt, and how God has handed the kings and the people into your hands. We know that this land is an inheritance for you guys from God. And we have came to make an agreement or an oath with you that we will serve you and be your people." Now, Joshua and the elders agreed to this agreement, to this oath. And then the men had left. And 3 days later, Joshua and Israel had came to a city of Gibeon. And then they saw the men there and realized that they had been deceived. But they had to keep their word or their oath that they had made. But they asked the guys, "Why? Why did you deceive us?" And the men said, "Because we were afraid and we wanted to save our life." And so the city of Gibeon was a servant to Israel. They would gather wood and draw water for the congregation of Israel and for the altar of the Lord. May God be with you in everything and in every way.